Hey everybody, I'm here from Tech Automotive, and today we're reviewing a Porsche Cayenne. I think one of the nicest things in this car is the interior. Leather seats are really comfy, the panoramic roof is huge, and the console itself, pretty good. Looking here in the backseat area, pretty good room. They do recline, so that's a nice feature for them in the back. It does have the blindfolds on the windows. Door panels looks pretty nice. Space on the trunk is way bigger than expected. Looking at it on the outside, you would think that it's much more smaller. And also, the automatic liftgate is a nice feature. One thing that looks a little complicated is all the buttons. It's like literally, yeah, okay, so everything has a button for it, but like, isn't it a bit extreme? So other than the radio, like a lot of the controls right here, you know, for the temperature, for the seats, like the way even how to have the heat come out or the AC, but it just looks a little complicated, to be honest with you. So now let's start up the car. Love the key fob. It is on the left hand side of the vehicle. Brake. Getting back over to the display, it is a touchscreen. So for 2011, I think it is pretty good, you know, like up to date. You could connect your phone Bluetooth, and I feel like it's way ahead of their time when they came to actually make these displays. For 2011, that's not bad. The little detail coming in back to the console area, like look at, you know, digital for the temperature and the fan. It's a nice touch. I think, you know, they really have a nice dashboard, especially like that digital one over there. So you have a map built in, you know, so while you're driving, you don't need to use the GPS over here. You can just use it, like you can see the road right here, right in front of you. So it took me a bit to kind of go through the radio, because you see here everything is touchscreen, but you still have the bottom buttons where you have to actually go through. So it's like tuner, disc, you know, phone for calls, navigation, map, you know, then they have that car info. So it's a bit complex, you know, with all the buttons. It takes some time to get used to, but once you do get used to it, you realize that over half of these buttons you are not going to use. Also, the handles over here, it's like you're going to go off-roading, like you got to hold on while you're driving. But in general, all the leather, all the plastics, they're pretty sturdy. They don't really make much noises. So the steering wheel feels really nice. It's not very like bulky. It has a sport feel to it. And then you have all like the different, you know, for the shifting, these knobs, they're really helpful, like easy to kind of go through for the vehicle. Same thing with like the volume, calls, you know, like I feel like the functions on the steering are very nice with the displays. So it's really helpful. So getting back over here with a panoramic view, that thing is huge. Like literally it runs all the way back to like the headrest of the, you know, on the back seat. Again, this is it when the lights are on. The LED lighting on it is really nice. Like these are for the signal right here, and they have like an LED strip running across, which is pretty cool. Lights in general, I think the front end of the vehicle is really where like it shows how it is. You know, it really stands out for being a Cayenne. Same with the taillights. They are full LED, as you see right there. They're all like really tiny, all in there. So when you're stepping on a brake, when you're hitting a signal, they're all LED. Dual exhaust. It does have the front and rear parking sensors and the backup camera. So speaking of the backup camera, I feel like that's the only thing technology-wise is not great. The quality of that screen is just, it looks like an old pixeled phone. So like, it's nice that they have the car there, you know, with like the sensors. So we're gonna try to go forward and see how the detection is. It's pretty accurate. I feel like there's like maybe like a little 1 second delay, but not bad, you know, but I wish they had a better camera. So would I recommend this car? I would. Well, it really depends on the maintenance, how well it was. I mean, it's mostly about the owner that had it before. Like this is a 2011, it's a pretty old car, but in general, this one was pretty maintained. When it came in, it had a few little issues. One of the biggest things was the exhaust. They have a flex pipe that is pretty known to go out on them, and a lot of times I went to like 3 different muffler shops. What they said was you got to replace the whole thing that comes with the catalytic converter, which costs thousands of dollars. But we actually found an easier way to do it is where you actually remove the whole thing and then re-weld a new flex pipe. And since the cap is good, so there's no need to change the whole thing. So I feel like that was the most difficult thing for us to run into with this car. And we did have a few different Cayennes before, which is the S model. This one is a base. The S model, we're pretty known for having like the oil sensors go bad, and those you have to really tear up a whole bunch of things like in the engine for you to get there. So they're pretty known about like some having, you know, for the oil burns, it's pretty common with them. But generally, like this one is a 200 vehicle with 0 accidents. It runs pretty good, drives really nice. The sound of it sounds really nice, you know, for a V6. So I think, you know, when Porsche really made these vehicles, they were ahead of their time. They did put in a lot of technology for being an affordable SUV. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We will be posting more videos.